Welcome to the Mullet Matinee. I am your host.
The following program is rated TV MA LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
I got the business in the front and party in the back. Whenever I pass by, I give women heart attacks. I don't gotta work out, I let the mullet flex, no stress. The follicle fountain's in full effect. Word to my boy Riff, word to my man Theo. My lady broke up with me cause she's sick of my damn ego. If you don't like my mullet, I don't want you anyway. Now she's all up in my DMs and texting me every day cause she misses it. Used to say I look ridiculous, but now she envisions it on other dudes when they're hitting it. She's got a broken heart and nothing to fix it with, and I got a sore scalp from other chicks that are gripping it. When I got my hair cut, the barber said sure, and she started buzzing with a wide smile. And when she got done and I was walking out the door, she said it's more than a hairdo, it's a lifestyle. My mullet, my mullet, it's my mullet. I really don't think you understand.
Welcome. Hey, Mullet Matinee. I am your host, Mullet Mac, with my co-host David Potter, and another man that's been have his way around the ring. He knows a little bit about a mullet and an ass whooping or two. Connor. Tonight we're gonna bring you the latest news in MMA, a little bit of high school wrestling, probably talk a little slap fighting, if that's what you want to call slap fighting. How are you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good. Do a mullet. Come on, you gotta do a weight.
Give me a shake. Give me a shake.
You guys do realize roller coasters have hills, right? You know what I mean?
You gotta do a mullet shake, brother. Oh my God! Just went from 6 to midnight.
Oh my!
You better have insurance. I'm not kidding. Next time I had flood damage, hot flashes. If I have a kid, it comes up, and trust me, I've known to bump into somebody and they could have a baby with a mullet. And guess what? How are you boys doing tonight?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Not too shabby. Honored to be joined by Mac the Mullet, the great Mac the Mullet. I heard that Viagra takes 2 doses of Mac the Mullet in order to get hard. And also being joined by my good buddy Connor, who fought for Game Bread, fought all over, former heavyweight champion. So obviously he knows a thing or two about going around the ring, and obviously you guys have a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, heck yeah. Welcome, brother.
What's happening?
How
goes it? First show, big deal, baby.
It is. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this night for so long, but then again, last time I had a bad night. Well, I can't remember the last time I had a bad night. I'm just glad you guys could be here to enjoy this one with me.
How'd you prepare for your first show? Like, how many mustache rides did you give out in order to prepare and train for your first show?
Unbeknownst to you guys, have you ever heard of a Shaolin monk who swears to celibacy?
No, sir. Connor, have you?
No.
Yeah, they're celibate.
You know nothing about being celibate. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. No, I have to let it out of the cage.
Fair enough.
Well, fellas, it's called being celibate. I sell a lot. I don't sell a bit, but I cut promos like prison shanks do chomos. Let's get one thing straight. Here we go. So I got a question. First thing on the menu tonight is, what is your guys' opinion of slap fighting?
Well, I gotta play a clip, and we gotta add premise, because obviously slap fighting and slap boxing, it's been making its way around, and a lot of controversy. And if anybody's not familiar with Power Slap, it's a new promotion that was launched by the UFC, and take a look at it here.
I mean, man, it's a straight shot to the face. Some of these guys are not trained for that type of action. Like I've seen some of these guys get knocked out, and it's like they've never been hit on the chin before. So to me, if I was offered to do it, I'd be like, hell no. Even though I'm the type of idiot that will bare knuckle box somebody, or jump into a bare knuckle MMA fight on 2-3 weeks notice with an Olympic wrestler. So for me, it'd be hypocritical if I'm saying, hey, that's fucking stupid, But where I come from, if somebody smacks me, I'm going to rip their head off. So just waiting for one is not my thing,
Yeah. And by the way, it's less shots to the face than Kim Kardashian takes on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah, but also it behooves me. Like, people are scared of the unfamiliar. People are scared. And by the way, if you're interested in slap fighting championship, I'm currently recruiting, so hit them up. So I don't know who this is because you're not commenting on the main video, but we'll definitely hit you up. But nevertheless, so the same media that is bad mouthing power slap is the same media that did not pay attention to the UFC until the UFC was a thing, until the UFC was popular.
Human cockfighting.
Yeah, exactly. And the same fight fans that are criticizing power slap are the same people that share vines, tweets, share highlight videos of a boxer, fighter, anybody getting ruthlessly and viciously knocked out. They go on World Star, the same people that are criticizing power slap. They're the same people that share World Star clips of somebody getting knocked the fuck out. I mean, I think people are scared of the unfamiliar. I think people, especially they're quick to jump on the bandwagon if something that's not popular, if something doesn't hit off. They want to be a part of something that's already built, not want to help build the sport or be a fan of it from the get-go. I was there. I interviewed Dana White. I want to give it a shot. I want to give it a go. I've been watching a couple episodes. I like it. I think everybody's tough as fuck. I think all the competitors are tough. And you know what? You can play every sport with one ball, but combat sports take 2 balls. And if you do power slap, if you do medieval fucking combat, any type of combat sports, you have my respect. And everybody should have everybody's respect in whoever steps in the ring. So that's my personal take on it, Mac the Mullet.
I have a little different opinion. First off, those people you describe are called what around here as hungry hypocrites. That's what I like to call them. But we can't hold their standard to ours. At the same time, the people that are criticizing them are the ones that don't even know a double egg from a double cheeseburger. Their favorite combination belongs on a gym locker. So let's get another thing straight. What I just want to know, David, how do they practice for this said here slap fight? Do they practice coin flipping in practice, or? Oh, no, I do know one thing though. I heard that the slap fighting has home to the highest paid combat fighters in the world. Well, all per capita. Now that Dana White's wife joined the league, I guess their incomes went up. Oh, she owns half his money, doesn't she? So per capita, just saying.
Terrible.
Oh,
you know what? I'm sorry to intrude. Continue your train of thought,
no,
sir.
it's okay. I just chipped over your soapbox about the slap fight, sir. If we was here to mingle, it would tingle. But let's partake.
I think it's a missed opportunity too. If somebody doesn't dress like Rick James from Dave Chappelle's show, and somebody doesn't.
What does the 5-figure say to the face?
Slap. It's a missed opportunity if somebody doesn't dress up like Rick James and fucking do it.
Well, that's
by the way. I just want to interject and say that. And number 2, I think it's a sport. I think it's a legitimate sport. Do I understand it? And do I understand the rule set? No, but I'm not going to hate something without fully, if I don't know something, I'm not going to automatically hate it. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to do my research. Same thing with bare knuckle boxing. I thought it was taking the sport back. One of the gentlemen that actually trained at my gym under my boxing coach, Dan, Rico Rodriguez, former UFC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'm like, I don't know why Rico's doing this. Abu Dhabi, he beat Antonio Nogueira. He's a former UFC champion, fought for Pride. He's a legend. And then I watched bare knuckle boxing, and then I realized, holy shit, this is a legitimate sport. It's under the confines of state athletic commissions. It's safe, and again, every fight, every combat sport, there's a chance of death. Everything. And just like anything in life. You can die crossing the street. I don't know why it gets such harsh criticism, and I think it's unfounded, to be honest with you. I think people are not doing the research. I don't think people are giving it a shot.
There's just nothing to research, I think, is the problem with I can agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I have a reserved problem with it because there's no skill to it except first off the rules are too inconsistent. I see guys get called for palming, and then some guys' hands are this big. It's like I'll tell you right now, the only thing bigger slapping a face than the damn show is the pay scale. $2,000. Shoo, woo! I'd slap the shit out of myself for 2K, but not let somebody else do it.
I must interject that I do think that power slap does take skill. I mean, Connor practiced slapping those cheeks, and you know what? It produced a baby. So, like, I think Connor's a new dad. Congratulations, by the way.
Awesome.
Thank you. My kid's an animal.
Militia member.
Oh yeah.
How much? Boy or girl?
Boy.
Thank the Lord. We need another wrestler, baby.
That's
Actually,
right.
women's wrestling is getting big.
Oh, I got videos of him already going. He's already going.
Hell yeah. Can he backbridge yet?
Baby
steps. Sorry, baby steps.
He's getting there.
Is that my buddy doll? Sorry.
No, that's a Chucky doll.
Oh my! Want to play?
Yeah.
Sorry,
dude,
my ADD kicked in, fellas.
Yeah.
So, if you guys,
you know who said would do power slap? Your old friend.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking deal.
Conor McGregor said he could do power slap.
hey, that looked just like him. He can't stop a takedown. That's why he got trained through in the end of the clip. Is that Khabib?
He should have sprawled hard.
Yep. Connor has more loss. He thought a lawsuit's a tie that you had ready for a court. He's been a couple times, but I'm just in a little rotten mood tonight. I guess I feel, you know what I mean? Whenever you're the reflection of perfection, little at least inconsistencies can get to you.
Anytime you're the great one, like of Mac the Mullet stature and Connor's stature, you have a bad day or two. It happens.
Yeah,
it happens. It's okay.
The way the cookie crumbles.
I was actually watching a little bit of Power Slap because back in the day, Power Slap was when you took somebody's Powerade from the basketball court, they slapped the shit out of you for stealing their sports drink. That's a little different times. Oh yeah. But I will say this: they're the two coaches. I've actually watched them perform, quote unquote, and they got good chins. The reason I'm worried about it is I think they should have better, obviously something catching the fighters. A little something softer, because let's just be honest, like it's one thing being able to be able to defend yourself and get out of the way of punches, this and that and the other, but you're just sitting there, you're getting slapped hoping somebody's going to catch you, hoping after somebody doesn't catch you. You get me? So I'm just worried about the safety, because the thing is it's going to end up coming back to bite all combat sports in the rear. But it's a little bit of me too that's kind of not jealous but angry, just knowing that I think that Dana sees it as a cash grab. I don't know, but then again, I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. I think it'll fizzle out. It's my honest opinion.
It isn't. Wait, Connor. Andrew.
I think he's trying to get a new opportunity.
Wait, Andrew Provost. You fought Andrew Provost.
Provost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fought him.
I fought his brother Matt.
Oh, right. You fought his brother Matt. That's right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. What do you think about it, Connor? What?
Oh yeah.
Of what you've seen of it, what do you think about Power Slap?
I think it's definitely eye grabbing. Like if you're scrolling on TikTok and you see that two people standing at this little table squaring off, somebody cocking a hand, getting ready to slap, you're gonna stop and watch that shit. So, no matter what, even if it is a cash grab, it's one of those things that you're going to stop and watch that shit. People love watching people get murked out. So, watching somebody open hand, Rick James, bitch, bang, hit him, knock him out.
Is that novelty?
Yeah, it's like one of those things that like people are just like, oh shit, I got to watch this now. And then everybody starts talking about it out of nowhere. You're sitting down with your family and y'all watching Power Slap, True. So it's intense. People love intensity. I think it's a little wild because in my personal opinion, I would not let a motherfucker slap me for free. Especially if I don't know I'm gonna get a second shot at that. What if he knocks me out? I don't get the second shot. Fuck that. No, I'm trying to beat his ass. So
I think the skill comes in like actually tightening up so like it takes like neck strength, other body strength. But what I don't understand, and I think I have to watch more of it and do my due diligence, is when you hit somebody on the button, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter how you stiff your neck. If you hit them right on the fucking button, it's lights out city. Like, it just it doesn't matter. You slap them, punch them. And I think every combat sport sucks in its own way. You've all been punched in the face before and vice versa and punched somebody in the face. I think no matter what, it still sucks all the same. A slap, a punch, a kick, a knee. We've all experienced it. All three of us were veterans of it. But nevertheless, like, I think there's a certain level of skill that I haven't grasped yet. But I think it has a lot to do with upper body strength as far as tightening up your neck and just fucking battle of wills, man. And what I like about Power Slap, it feeds America's hunger for violence. I mean, violence is in our DNA. We naturally know how to do stuff. That's why combat sports is the fastest growing sport in the world. That's why boxing holds pay-per-view records. Is because violence sells to the American public. And I think that's why Power Slap. And I hate all these people on their moral high horses and fucking these snowflakes that say that Power Slap is dangerous because they're the same motherfuckers that share videos of world star hip hop, of someone getting fucking murdered and punched in the face and people getting knocked out and sharing clips. I really do think Power Slap will catch on. I think it's a legitimate sport. I think it's awesome.
I will say this. They always say the first rule in a fight is protect yourself all times. But I've heard that the Power Slap has rewritten their own rules. It's neglect yourself at all times. I literally seen one of the poor fella got knocked out so bad he was seizing up. I thought I was waiting on an ad from sponsorship from Little Caesars to pop up. I was like, Jesus. You got to admit, whenever you watch an actual combat sport trained athlete that knows how to defend himself like a Michael Chandler that gets cracked and gets dropped, gets immediately up. You know why? Because the brain is reacting quicker because oxygen's getting back. He's in better shape. Yeah. Those guys are on the ground sounding like they're snoring the Golden Girls theme song in the middle of the damn floor. And I don't think it'll last long. But then again, Dana's got deep pockets. You'd think he'd have it, but then again, you'd think he'd have a little more pop if he's going to buy something like that from the footage I've seen.
We got to start the Power Clap Federation. Whoever delivers the best cheek clapping wins the championship. What do you say, fellas?
Like an ass, just power clapping them cheeks.
We can start it, guys. We can start it.
It's called the auditorium, where every day's a standing ovation.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, dude. And it's got the intro's got to be something like this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's got to be something like that. Boom! We're gonna go right in your face.
Yeah, our luck would end up being a brown shark.
Or something like this. No, something like this. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? We can make millions. Power Clap League. It can happen.
It was just bang. Pussy.
Bang.
Yeah, this is it. I forgot that my PG-13 fellas is at home because guess what? Queen Laquifa is on the show this evening at Power Slaps. You know what I heard? You ever seen the movie Set It Off?
Yes, I did.
There's a sequel called Shart It Off. It's going to be starring all the slap fighters. And Dana's out there right now recruiting 2 hobos fighting over a bologna sandwich. Going to start the Hobo Foundation. He would, I swear, if he could, he would never mind. He'd have to fight for air.
I do work for the UFC. I love Dana. Dana's a nice guy. Fucking, we have brilliant conversations. I love Dana. That's
awesome. I'm just being my opinion. If Dana can hate me if he hates me, I'd rather hate me for who I am than love me for who I ain't.
But I got you. Rex, what's going on? Wait, we got some of your fans, your loyal followers. We got Rex. Preach it, Muller, man.
That's the number one all-time coach winning in the nation. Over the 1,000 dual meet wins.
Jordan says Dana's wife is the logo for Power Slap, like Jerry West for the NBA. Oh, yeah. What the fuck, man? Come on, bro. We got Bryant Hazelman says, I'm in here. What's up, Bryant? We got Tina Moore, Tara Solomon. Check it out.
Yeah,
we got Bennett. Mullet Man is my hero. Me too, brother. Me too. We got that Tennessee Waterfall. Fuck yeah. This song slap. Oh yeah, your theme song. And also we got if you're interested in Slap Championship, I am currently recruiting for them. Hit me up, which I think Connor will do it. Connor, you'll do it, right?
I'll do a headbutting competition.
Are you sure? Yeah, I think you'll do power slap. If it's enough money, if they throw you enough money. And
they throw me enough money, I'll slap the shit out of anybody.
Bobby Jaggers, get with it, son.
That's Uncle. That's my Uncle UB right there. I wrestled Newcastle. This is semi-state weekend, baby. All them people you're seeing, that's Newcastle wrestling family. Stick together like the glue.
Matt the Mullet, are you now retired, undefeated, 221-0 after you beat Khabib by knockout and you tapped out Jesus? So you're completely retired from combat sports after that, right?
Actually, I've converted to deity lists. I don't hurt any more entities, or I just try to be my best self possible. Like I told you, I always wrestle with greatness, but they told me nobody was perfect. That's why I named his middle name is Nobody. So Chuck Norris is still breathing since last time we talked. And I just want to give a shout out to my mom, because if it wasn't for her making me get out in the street and fight for food, for everything I've ever had to, and putting my damn bills in my name since I was a kid, I wouldn't know what it was like to have good credit. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, Mom.
Skylar Reed says Power Slap is up next. Oh, yeah, it's coming up next. Jeremy Allison, show the singlet. Yo, you got to show the singlet, dog.
Oh, shit.
You got to show the singlet.
One moment.
Show the singlet. Woo! One of your women says, Rachel Dolly says, yes, show the singlet. Oh.
Let's go, boy.
Yo, he stays ready, baby. Anyone try to shoot a double on fucking Mac the Mullet while he's doing a podcast or a television show, you're fucking done, son. Double.
Don't do it.
Play-Doh. Oh, we got Corey Garrard, NC Wrestling in here. Fucking great program in North Carolina. Great fucking programs in North Carolina. I wrestled for New Jersey.
Newcastle, Indiana. Newcastle, Indiana, not North Carolina. Connor, you wrestled for Vermont, right?
Yeah, well, I wrestled the Vermont high school teams, but my high school didn't have a wrestling team. So what I did was I pretty much went to other people's practices and just wrestled with them, getting ready for fights. So it was a pretty cool experience to get to jump in a little bit of everywhere, you know.
Right. And Matt the Mullet, you've been wrestling since you escaped the womb. Like, you did a double in the delivery room. Like, as soon as you were born, like, the rumor is, and Mac, you can correct me if I'm wrong, sir, but when you were born, slapped you on the ass, and then you slapped the doctor on the ass, and then the doctor handed you over to your mother and father and said, congratulations, it's a man.
In the famous words of Tupac Shakur, the doctor tried to slap me, but I smacked him back. My first words were double leg and Papa, I'm named Mac. That's it, baby. Since the womb, I've been wrestling.
Mullet Messiah setting it off. Fuck yeah, he is. Mark Allen Pierce. Nice guns. Nice guns, Mac. There we go. Ryan Bennett. Laughing. And then we got Rex. I wonder where that singlet went. It went on the fucking awesome body. The alpha body of fucking Mac the Mullet.
Yep. And I will say this, the man, Rex Peckerpaw, is the only man to ever score and put the legs in on the great Mac the Mullet. I was at a great size advantage, but after he broke my back, I resurrected, and there's a reason he's talking behind the computer screen, because he taught me everything I know, but I didn't teach him everything I know, and that's that I can still outrun him.
And Mac the Mullet, like, typically you have a lot of ladies hitting on you, but today you have a lot of people in the comment section, a lot of dudes hitting on you. What is this?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gay!
Like, what's going on here?
What's happening?
Gee, you know what David, I knew there's going to be use my co-host. You know what, David? I'm going to break it down for you like this. There's a thing called respect. And hey, exactly. You must be seeing a reflection. You're Mr. Giggles. Huh? Remember, left to a hospital, right?
Connor! Connor's got the alien. Oh, he's got a bullet too.
Who? Oh my! Was Patty Pimblett been at Bonnaroo? Is that you, big dog?
Patty Pimblett?
I know he's got a way better chin than Patty Pimblett.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I got better
shit.
hands too. Look at this hairline.
Hey, don't. Hey, Bub, it's all right. Mine, they use mine at the local damn drive-in for a reflector screen.
Fuck yeah. He smacked the doctor so hard he saw twins. Oh, Charlotte, very good.
That's
That was
my
a good
mom.
one.
Thanks, Mom.
Well done, Charlotte. Thomas Stearns, Mac the Mullet lost his virginity before his dad did. This is true. This is facts.
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 How does everybody know? Everybody, man, I didn't realize I'd been around the world twice and everybody'd seen me 3 times. But my mom didn't tell you that I was shooting high crotches in the womb, and then I went out the wrong direction. Then I gave myself my own C-section.
Fair enough.
Yep.
And please confirm this rumor that Viagra actually takes 2 doses of Mac the Mullet to get hard. Is that true?
It's facts.
Actually, I told him to leave me alone and go see Alice.
Right. Yes, I heard about that. Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry, sir. Mac the Mullet always rode out on the horse he rode in on. Oh, that's a good one. It's a very good one. Well done, sir. Well played.
High crotch.
Scott Johnson. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Scott? How you doing, brother?
That's the boys that got Newcastle Wrestling's got some studs this weekend going in the semi-state.
Oh yeah, you got some of your students, right?
Yep. They've been training. They've been Newcastle wrestlers for many years. One's a freshman, one's a senior. The combined 2 of them, they're 65-2. They're both ranked top 5 in the state. The freshman phenom Tylen's 34-0 with 33 pins. Only one kid making it out of the whole match with him, and his brother Brevin just picked up his 4th sectional titles, 3rd regional title, 135-10 on the career. Studs.
Hell yeah.
Well done. And they're with you right now, right?
Yes, they are. They're actually in studio. You guys would like to.
Oh, they're in studio. Yo, bring them on.
The champs.
Welcome on in, boys. This is actually I'm not doing very good. Let's get on and scoot your chair over here, fellas. This is improv at its finest. Hey, this right here. This is Tylen. He's a freshman. He's the freshman phenom, 34-0. This is his big brother Brevin. Hey, the Quadzilla as they call him. He only hits box squats 550 for a couple at 145, and I'm not kidding. His legs are so big, it almost match my ego.
Well, what's going on, guys? How you doing?
Not too. I want to know how you fellas are doing.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Not too. Go ahead. Tell them when you started wrestling.
4th grade. I started wrestling when I was in 1st grade.
How has the season been? Finally getting to wrestle because they haven't wrestled with each other. They haven't wrestled with each other since they was younger. They haven't been on the same team. So this is the first year. He's a senior. He's a freshman that they'll actually get to actually compete on the same team together. So how is it picking them up at all? Can you hear them? So do a mic check. Say check. Can you hear?
A little bit. Yeah. Try.
A little louder.
What's going on?
What's
going on? So what would you say is the hardest thing about wrestling? Like this.
What's the hardest thing about wrestling?
What's going on? So what would you say is the hardest thing?
Sure.
Hardest thing about wrestling.
7 days a week for about 6 minutes, but it pays off. It's worth it.
What's your favorite thing about wrestling, Tyler?
Favorite thing? Probably the Saturdays whenever we get to wrestle. Show what we practice for.
My favorite thing is watching them wrestle.
Awesome.
They've actually had the
favorite.
Let's hear it. What's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite move in wrestling was putting in the boots and also the spladles. What's your favorite moves?
He said spladles and boots. What's your favorite movie, Brad? What's your favorite moves, Brad?
Probably ankle picks and tilts. Single and a half.
Hey, and Tylen, this kid, I've seen him. The kids will shoot on him, and they don't even touch his legs, and he spins behind him. And Brevin, kids will get a hold of a leg, and he hits front flips, broomsticks. I thought he was going to be a janitor with all them sweep singles he's been hitting. He's a bad boy.
Very cool.
So let me ask you guys.
Awesome.
I
think back the ball breaking up just a little bit.
Can you hear me? How is it, baby? How is it? You check. Let me ask you this: do you have
you're
one
breaking
state
up just
in
a little
Jersey?
bit now.
Do you have one? Check. Can you hear me better?
No, I don't.
Hello.
There it is. There she is. Check.
Hello?
check.
Hello? Yeah.
Hello.
There she ain't.
I think you're breaking up just a little bit, man.
Rooked it.
Connor, is he breaking
Is
up?
that better? Is that
Yeah.
better? Is there? You hear me?
Yeah, he's breaking up.
Yeah, I got you.
You got me? You hear me? Check.
Just a little bit, though. You're breaking up for me.
Rooking. I don't
Did we
know.
lose the great one?
It's
Did Jesus
Wi-Fi
interrupt his
connection.
internet service for being so great?
Amateur out. Better. Hello. Oh,
Okay.
is that
He's
better?
breaking up just a little bit. Yeah, is it better? Yeah, a
that
little
better?
bit.
There we go. I'll try my other mic.
Yep.
There we go. It must. My
There you go.
internet's been jank lately. I still got the Obama phone from
Yeah.
back in 08.
Yeah, represent.
Hey, can't be perfect all the time. I try to be, but
Yeah,
can't
it
be.
might have been on my end too, Rachel. I apologize about that. And stop talking
yeah.
about my end.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, David. And do you guys in Jersey?
sir.
You guys are one class state tournament, right?
Yeah. So we typically it's districts, regionals, and then we go to states in Atlantic City.
See, here we have it starts. We don't have true wrestlebacks either, so it has sectionals, regionals, semi-state. And if you lose one match at semi-state, you're automatically out. They only take 16 to state. But I'm just glad that I'm glad the boys got to join me tonight. This is going to be. I'm going to actually have a segment where I'm going to showcase up and coming savages. Obviously, I'm having a little technical difficulties because I'm good at everything but technical things. But we'll get with it.
Well,
it's
Rachel,
my first show, baby.
Well, one of your I believe one of your wives, Rachel, it was just on David Potter's end. I don't know why one of your girls keeps talking about my end, but I apologize about that.
Somebody wants to see it. Somebody wants to see it.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, we are going to have you guys, who do you picking this weekend? Islam or who you got? Islam or Volkanovski?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Connor, you go.
That's a tough one. I want to see Volkanovski win just because I'm a big fan of the guy. You know, somebody who, you know, is willing to step up in a weight division. And this is a rugby player that was a chunkier dude. He's fought in middleweight, welterweight, lightweight. You know, he's fought in every weight class. You know, so when people are like, "Oh yeah, he's stepping up to, you know, lightweight," it's like he's never done it before. He's fought in there before. He's fought in, at middleweight and had a knockout. You know, like so. I'm just excited to see, you know, if he gets gets the ankle of Islam.
I'm taking Islam all day.
Islam. Yeah.
Head and arm triangle. Head and arm triangle.
Oh, by the way, so Jules says I currently recruit for a slap championship. Inbox me if you're interested. You think these kids, after they're done with their wrestling and winning state championships, do you think they want to go into slap boxing?
No, sir. Nope. They're going to slap themselves into college. Probably. Actually, I'm pretty. Probably Brevin wants to be a lineman, which he's going to be awesome at because he's so electric as it is already.
Yep.
And he told me though that he actually wanted to feel what it would feel to slam somebody one time without getting disqualified. There's been more people taking dives around here than the damn Olympic swim team lately. Last weekend we actually lost one of our guys who was ranked top 10 in the state, was 35-1. He a mat return, he bumped his head and his daddy told him to lay down. I said I just can't get behind that.
Yeah, that's trash.
Brevin's out of Brevin's 10's lost, probably half of them that was some bull crap like that. No, in the ticket round of semi-state, he was whooping the guy who was a 4-time top 3 placer, and the guy laid down. This is wrestling, baby. But
yeah, come on, man.
What it is. They got
oldest sport in the world.
Toughest sport in the world.
Exactly.
I remember 8th grade, I broke my arm, and I'm like, oh, can I continue wrestling? And it's like, dude, your arm's in a fucking capital C right now. Like, you're going to the hospital. Like, that's what we do, baby. Broken thumbs, broken shoulder blades, collarbones, fucking. That's what wrestlers do, baby.
Exactly. And the thing is that my mom always said I was going to be a movie star and somebody was going to cast me, and the whole time I was thinking, why did she want me to get broke my whole body broken. I didn't understand what a damn cast was.
Yeah.
And then
No.
just talk,
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you didn't
Yeah,
interrupt.
I have to agree with Mac the Mullet, the great Mac and Mac the Mullet, that I think Islam's going to win. I think he's going to use his striking as a smokescreen, set up those takedowns. I think Volk's going to have a lot of difficulty, especially getting into the pocket and with Islam's reach. And he's going to have his reach to think about. So fighting on the outside is out of the question. And fighting on the inside is going to be an issue because Islam's wrestling is phenomenal. So I'm going to have to go with Islam, but you never know. Volk can pull it out. And yeah, Volk is tough as nails. So you never know.
And he's not scared.
That's
He's
right.
not scared. He's underrated, honestly. He's one of the most underrated fighters that maybe ever, the champion wise. He don't get as much respect as he should, but I know right now if he knocks out Islam, I'm just a little worried about Islam because he said he's gonna knock him out. I hope his ego don't get the best of him, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I want to see Gregor Gillespie come back sometime. Are you guys Gillespie fans? Do you know?
Yeah, he's
Gregor.
good.
Oh, he's the man. But I still think I'm a better fisherman than he is. He said he's the best fisherman in MMA. So I'd like to test him out. Oh yeah.
I'm excited for the greatest of all time to come back.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking deal.
Conor McGregor fighting fucking Michael Chandler.
Hell yeah.
That'll be beautiful. That'll be a beautiful display of violence. I got McGregor too technical. What about you, Connor?
I got McGregor too. I feel like not Mendez. Chandler is he's too open to get punched. And just listening to Dustin Poirier talk about them fighting both of them, he said McGregor is very technical. He could slip in those punches, and the way he's got range, he's far. It looks like he's farther away than he is, and then he catches you with some shit, And I feel like Chandler could fall for that,
I think if Chandler doesn't gas out, I think this is his fight to win. I think his wrestling is going to be ferocious. I think Conor McGregor withers. Conor McGregor has the same bully syndrome as Mike Tyson had, as all the greats had, people that are used to knocking out people so early in their career. I think Chandler, I think he's going to put him into a dogfight. Dustin Poirier was able to stick it out, and one of the greatest fights I've ever seen for 2022. I think Conor McGregor does not like that dogfight, and I think Chandler is going to bring him into quicksand, deep waters, and I think Chandler is going to fucking drown him. But you know what, Conor McGregor, he's still that. He sticks up those pigeon feathers. There's always that aura around him that it'll never go away. So Conor McGregor, you never know. But I'm gonna have to vote for Chandler in his wrestling.
And Chandler's super explosive athlete. All his training is explosive training.
Yeah.
So that guy is ready to go. He's wanted McGregor for a while too. So you could be right.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I think since he's wanted this fight so long, he might let his ego get in the way and try to stain with him. But if he really wanted to, he can. He's an All-American from Missouri. Think about the Missouri team he was on. The legends that came. He was with Woodley, Askren, himself, and if he would imply his wrestling, it would. But then again, a man with two first names ain't nobody to be messed with. So then Michael Chandler might rise to the occasion. But I think McGregor's style, he's just a little too technical. But if he can even pass if he can even pass the damn test, because I heard he's still out on a yacht on international waters, so USADA has a loophole, but we'll see.
You know what wrestler would be fucking terrifying if he decided to jump into MMA? Fucking Gable Steveson. That guy is going to be fucking terrifying. If he decides he's going to do the Brock Lesnar route where he goes to WWE, builds up his fan base, and then fucking goes to the UFC and brings his fan base with him. Gable is a fucking terror. Did you see him in the Olympics? Fucking scored like 4 points within the last 10 seconds. This guy's a fucking animal. Gable is terrifying. And if he goes in, just like I said about Jordan Burroughs after the 2012 Olympics, if Gable goes, I think maybe Jordan missed his window of opportunity, but you never know. But if Gable goes into the UFC, he will be fucking terrifying.
Bo Nickel's already taken over. I'm telling you, Bo Nickel's dangerous.
Bo Nickel's dirty.
Scary motherfucker, that Bo Nickel.
What I like about it is also too is I don't know if you know this, but men's Iowa, the wrestling team in Iowa had the first ever D1 women's team. Well, I guess the UFC is sponsoring the Iowa Hawkeyes Wrestling Club. I like how that they've been actually putting wrestling on the map as far as like UFC Fight Pass has been broadcasting. And then they have a bunch of streaming sites now. Like Thailand actually wrestled on a pay-per-view against the number one pound for pound, one of the best kids in the country, Aaron Stewart, on 5 minutes notice. Oh yeah, 5 minutes notice that he took the match. Yeah, both of these boys are real good. Thailand, both of them are good football players as well.
Awesome. And they're learning under Mac the Mullet. They're under your learning tree, so obviously they're fucking savages and killers and buzzsaws, and they're going to go far. I guarantee they're going to win states. So, and going back to what I said, wrestlers have that window of opportunity. Considering wrestling is a grind, man. Like it's a tough sport. If it was easy, it would be called Kim Kardashian, and also everybody would do wrestling. But it's a very difficult sport, and wrestlers have that short window of opportunity. One wrestler I really wanted for him to continue his career was Rulon Gardner. He fought in Pride. I believe it was the end of 2004. Yeah, he fought Hideo Yoshida.
2003.
Yep, 2003. And they were talking about Rulon Gardner fighting Fedor Emelianenko, who just retired. I mean, I wish Rulon Gardner, he laid down his shoes at the middle of the 2004 Olympics. Another one that I thought should have pursued it was Kareem Abraham, who was the Olympic gold medalist out of Egypt. He was another one that got knocked out by Kazuyuki Fujita, but he missed that window of opportunity that every wrestler has to go into MMA. I think Jordan Burroughs missed that opportunity. I think Gable has not because he's so young. Wrestlers, they've always been dominant in MMA. Always been fucking dominant.
Because in my opinion, chain grappling is the same as you blend your skill set in wrestling. Wrestling requires a different kind of mentality. Here's another, but the thing is there's a big difference in MMA wrestling and regular wrestling. And the wrestlers that can learn to blend their skills, actually not fall in love with their hands, because I feel like a lot of wrestlers get the curse where they fall in love with their hands and striking because Gage even openly admits how hard it is, and he said he's tired of freaking wrestling, so he said he's worked on his hands. So if you actually develop your hands and use your hands to set up your takedowns, then your takedowns will set up your hands, like George St. Pierre against Matt Hughes. When Matt Hughes, the first time they'd fought, he took Matt down, and Matt knew that. And Hughes, every time he would get flustered, he would switch back to his traditional wrestling stance. And George knew that, so he took him down early in the second fight, and then he faked a low level change, switch kick to the head. Matt bit it, bang, new champion. That's what happens whenever you don't tie. Hughes is all-time great. Who am I to judge? But he went from being the most dominant to getting dominated, and that's the way cookie crumbles, because Father Time's undefeated as well.
Father Time's undefeated. It's up against Randy Couture and Fedor Emelianenko, who and also George Foreman. New movie coming out. I can't wait for that George Foreman movie.
Yeah.
Father Time's undefeated, but he has a couple losses on his record. George Foreman's one of them. I'm excited for that movie, and goddamn, fucking big George Foreman.
I'm gonna watch anything with a person who names all 14 of their kids George Foreman.
Yep, all his kids are George.
All his kids are George.
All the kids are George.
Is it Georgette? Mike Tyson actually, drop a little knowledge on you. Mike Tyson actually turned down the Foreman girl. They came to him first.
Huh.
True story. Yep.
No shit.
There's not even a punchline to this one.
No
you know
fucking
what I mean? True story. Yep.
That's crazy.
See, and the irony is, I said there was no punchline. I wasn't gonna say a joke, but then a punchline, because I don't have punchlines. I have Mike Tyson's.
Oh, was that a dad joke? Oh, it was a dad joke. Went right over my fucking head.
Oh yeah.
Boo. All right, so Mac the Mullet, as your producer, we're heading about that time.
Sounds good, brother. It's been awesome.
Final thoughts from the great Mac the Mullet, the MMA genius with a 12-foot penis, Mac the Mullet.
I would just like to give a little shout out to my sponsors, my Klaus Concrete, my people out up at Neo Cafe and Stacks, excuse me. My cousin Tina Moore, she's actually the best author. You should check her out. She has a book, Rooter series, for all you ladies out there that like them romance novels. I would like to say thank you to all you guys joining us, my boys here that got to see Coach actually look like he don't know what he's doing for once, but we'll get it. We'll get it in line next time. Sometimes you got to break character to improve your character. So I just want to tell everybody out there, thank you for tuning into my show, and it'll get better before it's going to get worse.
Man, final words from Mac the Mullet.
All right. It's good talking to everybody.
Good talking to you, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Having a hard time going back to the gym after working out at home? Well, now you don't have to with the X-Bar. The X-Bar from X-Bar Fitness is an incredible gym alternative that gives you the same intense workout you get at a full gym with hundreds of machines. One X-Bar alone provides the same workout as a cable machine, bench press, dumbbell set, free weights, leg press, barbell set, and all these other machines. Stop wasting time debating whether or not you should go to the gym. Order the X-Bar to get a quality workout in the comfort of your own home.